Hey guys, Richard from the Poke family here again, ready to go. Galarian Weezing. This time I'm carrying the baby, get him some fresh air. The thing that worries me at the moment, everyone's gathering, there are no raid eggs appearing, which is unusual for a raid hour. Normally there are raid eggs. Hopefully the Pokemon will just appear. Otherwise this is going to be one short raid hour for us. Let's get that incubated while it's still on quick incubation time. We're coming to the end of Chimchar Community Day. I streamed the first hour earlier. Now, in 1 minute's time, Galarian Weezing, the first other than Melmetal and Meltan Gen 8 Pokemon in Pokemon Go. Hopefully, if they've done it right. I haven't heard or seen any reports anywhere that says that it's not working properly, that it's been cancelled. Everyone's gathering here. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to manage this. It's going to happen. My little baby is very quiet. He likes being out in the sling. Got him in a sling, carrying him on my front. He's lovely and warm, multiple layers. My coat's over the top of him. I've got a hoodie on and a big winter coat. He's got 3 layers on. He's going to be toasty in there. Toasty warm. I can show you how many shinies I got. Shiny and recent. There we go. So that's 3, 6, 9, 10 shinies. Let's have a look. The spawn rate was good. Here we go. Galarian Weezing. Let's do it. I'm super excited. Look at that Pokemon. I love the fairy types. It's amazing. Straight in. I'm going straight in. The spawn rate was okay, James. It wasn't bad at all. Obviously we had the I've got a team set up for this. Where are we? There it is. There is my team. Obviously the 3-hour lures make a huge difference. So the spawns were pretty good. The lures were working. Things were spawning. I got 6 shinies in the first hour. Admittedly, what I've started doing, and this is not because I don't like Community Day. I love Community Day. I blast it in the first hour while I'm streaming, and hold off a little bit in the second 2 hours, and generally socialise with the community, which I don't always get the opportunity to do. So I catch less shinies. I put my gotcha on and I just catch everything, and it's less about clicking and more about just, I drop a star piece, and because there's loads of spawns everywhere, so why not? It is just starting to drizzle here. Hopefully the rain will hold off. The sky's pretty bright, so I don't want the rain. I want to be able to raid this thing outside the car. The car's with us. Amanda's in it right now, and we ummed and ahed about whether to get out. But unless he's sleeping, Benjamin really doesn't like the car. He needs constant attention when he's in the car, and obviously I can't do that if I'm playing Pokemon Go and Amanda's driving, or vice versa, or I'm driving and she just doesn't work. So getting out and putting him in the sling's the best option. I finally decided to power up a Psystrike Mewtwo. I had a 98% with 14 attack, a 93% with 15 attack, a 91% lucky with 15 attack, and I just went with the 98. I just thought, if they ever bring in a mechanic where you can increase IVs, like the bottle caps, then I want to be able to do that, and not have to worry about having to power too many dots up, as it were. So that's what influenced my decision. I was gonna wait. I've got a few Psystrike Mewtwo lucky trades lined up, but I'll just get some more. I'll just get some more candy. What else is rare candy for? Let's have a look at this. I didn't check the weather before I jumped in. I've got my numbers written down. I'll be able to tell you Right, so this is where they're boosted. The IV is poor. 1637 is what I'm looking for. 9 rare candy. That's what I'm talking about. 9 rare candy. 14 balls. That is awesome. Look how that looks, guys. It is a left to righter, though, which I really don't like. Right, let's... We hit it when it was on the right-hand side of the screen. First ball, in it goes. In the Pokédex it goes. Look at that. That's awesome. That is awesome. And shiny check while we're on the move. Oh, it won't let me. Is that because I've already checked those when they were previously Chimchar? Probably. So I think we're heading over to this one. This is where we normally go next. So these Pokemon are all knocked out because I've been doing some Go Rocket stops today. Let's get them all healed up. There we go. All my stuff's fully healed. Not a shiny Mr. Mime. I'm just today up to the step where I have to defeat the 3 different team leaders. So far, outside of the quest line, I've beaten Sierra twice and Cliff once. I haven't even seen... No, I have seen Arlo. I just wasn't able to kind of do it, as it were. So, I haven't done Arlo yet. But I didn't find them... Initially, I thought, wow, these are going to be difficult. But they're on a... The thing I like about it is it gives us the opportunity to power up Pokemon and use Pokemon that we wouldn't normally use. Now, don't get me wrong, some of these Pokemon might get used in a PvP, in a trainer battle sense. For example, I've been holding off doing anything with a Lucario because the candy is so rare. I would say that Lucario candy is amongst the rarest candy in the game. Rarer than some legendaries, almost to the point where I am considering using rare candy on it, which, well, I don't normally do. I normally reserve it. Right, so I'm here at the fountains and no one is in. There were a bunch of people and hopefully they're on their way down now. If not, Amanda will probably jump on to the stream. I didn't really get opportunity to double check with anyone where we were going next, and I'm just following the usual raid hour route, which is Pinfall Steps, then Fountains, blah blah blah. I agree. We can, what's your name again? Funny Ent YouTube. We can, but I don't do friend stuff on these gameplay streams. The friend stuff I do on a Thursday evening, on my Thursday evening stream. So if you want to become friends with me, join my Thursday evening stream, and I'll sort it out then. Sorry, I was just concentrating on crossing a road there. Now then, hopefully, yeah, I can see some people. Some people are arriving now. That's where I do my friendship stuff. Messing around during like community day streams or raid hour streams or stuff, I've just found it to be too taxing to concentrate on trying to you know, keep an eye on the raids, make sure that we don't, I don't know, miss out. I don't want to miss out. I'm here to do the raids. And then on a Thursday, myself and my partner Amanda sit down and talk about Pokemon Go quite heavily. There's a lot of opportunity to just jump in and change around some friends. I do have 200 friends as well. I always keep 200 friends. Right, in we go. Let's get this thing going. Can you send me a video? I don't know how that would work, but I can't see why not.
We're doing town hall, plaque, town hall. Well, there's nothing at Fountain, number 7, so do that way instead.
Okay, I'll just follow along.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Joe. If you've got YouTube, a video on YouTube, how could you drop me a link? You could make a comment in below one of my videos, and I can see it there, and I'll happily watch a video. I love watching YouTube videos. The reason why I started making YouTube videos is because I watched other people making them, people like Trainer Tips, people like Pokemon Master Holly, and I love what they did. Chimchar community day went okay. I got 10 shinies. As I was saying just earlier in the stream, excuse me, I tend to hit the community days quite hard in the first hour. I got 6 in the first hour, which I streamed, and then in the latter 2 hours I actually use it for community stuff. I like talk to folk, stop and chat. I use my Go Plus quite heavily, and I use a star piece or a few star pieces, and you know, just collect some Stardust, which reduces the amount of shinies that you get, but I value star pieces more heavily. Sorry, Stardust more heavily than getting 20 community day shinies. Okay, let's have a look at this number. Still not a good IV. 6 rare candies. Hey Owen, nice to see you guys on the stream. Let's get this thing going. I don't need candy. I'll just use a raspberry. Nice. Weather boosted, it's 1637. Non-weather boosted, 1310. First ball again. Not great IVs, but that's another one in the bag. I'm loving the rare candy. I am absolutely loving the rare candy that I'm getting. I powered up a Size Strike Mewtwo and a lucky Metagross that I had that was sat around 3300, and I kind of wish that I hadn't. I already had good enough stuff to be able to do this stuff. I haven't seen any reports to say so, that the shiny form of this is out. I don't think it is. I think it would be a mistake for Niantic. Oh yeah, what we got? Get in. 96.
Get in. I'm presuming perfectly 1938. Presuming.
1637 is.
16? Yeah, 16.
1637.
Oh, off by 7 points. One's now number 7. Okay, so Plaque, Wooden Boy, Chronicle, number 7.
Okay. Plaque, Chronicle, Wooden Boy.
Plaque, Wooden Boy, Chronicle, number 7. So like a little loop round.
So we're going to Plaque. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to let Amanda know, alright? Okay, guys. So, how do I feel about it only being available for an hour? I don't mind, to be honest. I know it will definitely be back. It'll be back, obviously, when Gen 8 finally releases, and it will also be back when they do a shiny release. So, it will be back. The fact that they're doing an impromptu raid hour, I'm okay with that. I like raid hours. I absolutely adore them. It's a good opportunity to do raiding. Let me just speak to Amanda. I'm just waiting for her. What we got? Awesome, thank you very much. Here she goes, she's opening the window. We're going to Plaque, Wooden Boy, and then Chronicle, alright? Yeah? Okay guys, I'm back with you. I'm sorry, I have to pass the information on to Amanda, otherwise she'll miss it, and it frustrates her a great deal. She kind of has to stay in the car because she's got quite bad asthma. So I'm sorry about that. I'm back with you guys now. Here we go. Not a shiny mature. Hopefully, I haven't missed a raid. Thank you very much, Owen. Thank you very much. If anyone else out there is watching who's not subscribed to the channel or hasn't liked anything, please do so. It really, really does help for us to grow the channel, grow our stuff, be able to make more content. We love doing this stuff. Absolutely love it. So, thank you, anybody who subscribes or drops a like or anything like that. It's really, really, really appreciated. Thank you, guys. So, it looks like this one next, although I don't see anyone. I'm probably just here first. That's usually the case. I try and stay ahead of the pack a little bit while I'm streaming because it's difficult to concentrate on where everyone is at the same time as concentrating on talking to you guys. I don't see anyone. Yeah, nobody's in the group yet. They won't have been over and done it in the short time that I was speaking to Amanda. Not at all. Not a chance. Not a chance. So, Chimchat Community Day went really well for those who were asking. I still think Community Day is a great... Oh, did you try to solo it? Not even level 40 players can solo it, Owen. You need at least 2 people. I can see the group heading over now, they're coming over. You really do need a group to be able to do it, and it's a minimum of 2 people, and those are people that have got really good counters. So you need to find yourself a little group if you want to do raids like this. I mean, there are loads of like mini communities all over the world, dude. You can find Facebook groups that have chats. You can find Discord groups. There's groups that speak on Reddit. There's all sorts of communities out there regarding Pokemon Go. You could check out Sylph Road and connect with people on there. There's loads of places that you could go to find people to play this game with, and it really is so much better in a community. I feel connected to the worldwide community, not only through my channel but through the game, you know. So here we go, the group's coming around now. Steady pace. Well, obviously you might need your parents to approve, like getting involved with groups of people who are playing. But as long as your parents are present, that should be okay. There are plenty of children who play in our community, and like all the adults kind of know the kids and they talk to the kids, but the parents just stay present at all times. My kids play. They play all the time. So just jumping in now. Thanks, Joe.
You've got to send me a link to your Twitch. So I want to see your gameplay because it's like...
I will. I didn't put it in. I only put in a few chats yesterday.
Yeah.
I'll put it in more chats next time I stream.
Depending on what time you put it in, because I might have been at work.
Yeah.
So like, so yeah, how did you say about Twitch stream. I'm like, have I missed it? Damn it!
It was great. I had a really good time. I think the game's ace.
Yeah.
Sword and Shield's brilliant.
Definitely.
I've had a lot of fun playing it.
Hello.
To play it till the 26th.
The only difficulty I've had with trying to record my stuff is because when I've saved it and trying to put it to YouTube saying, oh, you need to have it under 15 minutes or so much like gigabytes, and I'm like, I want to try to record an hour of it without like, you know, uninterrupted. It's like I'm doing it like 30 minutes.
It's difficult. It is difficult.
So it's like, I want to do it continuous, but after that, get out of bed and be like, okay, pause the recording, put it back on.
You sure can, Owen. If you want to add me on Pokemon Go, join my Thursday night stream, and that's where I deal with all friends requests. I have 200 friends, like practically at all times. I don't see a reason not to, so that's when I get rid of friends that aren't sending me gifts. I never get rid of like friends that I actually know in real life. It's just a way that I do things. If I know them and they don't send me gifts for 6 months, that's okay, but they're on the other side of the world and they don't send me gifts. See ya.
Then it's like, what's the point at that point, isn't it? How many shinies did you end up with?
10. I got 6.
Round number.
I got 6 in the first hour, and I do the same as I do every time. I stop and talk to people, and we got something to eat and stuff. Okay, I'll look out for that name.
Just annoying, right? After I've all my Scott Bunny to reboot, I'm like, I enjoy Scott Bunny hopping up and down on screen. I'm like, that's cool. Got to reboot.
Can't wait to join the hashtag Sobble Squad.
It's just stood there. I'm like,
Brookie gang. Sorry, Joe, go on.
I don't worry. It's like, can reboot have a bit more action? It's just like, I'm like, come on. What if I just put it emo like Bunny? Like, why?
I'm not super close to there. I do know where it is, but I'm not super close. We do play like all over the country though. We do travel about a bit. Let's have a look at these numbers.
That would be me.
Terrible again. The rare candies have been good today though.
7.
14 balls.
That is the pride and joy of my collection.
Do I have a 10, 10, 10?
The pride and joy of my
Great throw.
shiny look you.
I'll be jealous, Joe, if you have. Yeah, I love 10, 10, 10s. I like to collect them.
That was just a
Like, if it was just a normal, like,
Cheltenham.
rubbish IV one, then be like, okay, I can get traded off, but it's 10, 10, 10.
Bad IVs. Bad IVs. Right, next Ray, wooden boy, yeah?
Yeah.
Indeed, darling, yeah. Wooden boy next. I don't know whether we've ever played in Cheltenham or not. Remind me, is it in the south? I know I said I knew where Gloucestershire were, but is it in the south? I think it's in the south, isn't it? But if we're ever that way,
Let down by one IV. One IV.
10, 11, 10. It's painful, isn't it?
But you're the chosen one.
I love it. There's a few people in our community that collect the weakest Pokemon you can get from a raid is a 10, 10, 10, and we collect them. A few of us, not everyone, but a few of us. I like it. It's as rare as 100%.
I mean, it's almost like, say, where is it? I think I've got the rarest.
0% Delibird.
And a perfect all
I
on
love
the
it.
same day.
I love it.
Like, you couldn't get him better.
It's amazing, isn't it? It's good when you get days like that.
The thing is, like, obviously with no maps about, when did lap, perfect one, cool. Lap round town, got a 0, but I didn't know it was 0. I'm like, oh, it's got terrible IVs. I'll praise it before chucking it, just in case. Praise it. I'm like, that's 0. Okay. You're kept.
It starts at 10 PM on a night, Owen, so that might be a bit late for you, but hopefully you can join. 10 PM UK time. We do it at that time because we have viewers that watch all over the world, really. Got American viewers, New Zealand viewers. We have to try and find a time that allows more people to watch, unfortunately. We used to do it at midnight, which would have been even worse for you. But we changed it, we moved it. Okay. Well, thank you very much, James. I really appreciate that. I really do. Whoa, I jumped in just at the right time. 7 seconds left. It's just I understand. I do understand, Owen, and I absolutely get it. And I don't want to discourage a young man like yourself from, like, you know, making friends in Pokemon Go, etc. I just have to have kind of a strict system, because otherwise, like, the focus, I have to create a focus for each video that I make, whether it's a stream or a regular video. And when it's a raid hour, the focus is the raid hour. If I can kind of wedge other stuff in between the raids, I will. I absolutely will. But the friend stuff, I found that it just takes too much focus away, and it's affected the number of raids I've been able to get done, etc. So please, hopefully, please don't feel too bad about it, because there are loads of people in Pokemon Go you can make friends with. Loads. There'll be loads of people out there that are happy to have your friend code, me included, as long as it's at the right time. Oh, one jumped out. One jumped out. There we go. Gotcha. Yet again, I think terrible IVs. Terrible IVs. I do want to hopefully get a decent one of these. Shiny Jack. No, the shining. You never know, guys. You never know. It's always worth giving them a check. Right. Nothing to awaken. Just this to heal up. I don't play Fortnite, but my middle boy, William, who's 9, absolutely adores it. And when I say I don't play, I have played it with him, because he's asked me to, and I've said, yeah, of course, he's my kid. But my focus is always about Pokemon, to be honest. I do play other games as well, privately, you know, not on streams, etc. But all my content on my channel is all Pokemon related. It'll be trips to Pokemon centres or streams. I did a Twitch stream recently for Pokemon Sword and Shield. I do all Pokemon stuff. Mainly Pokemon Go, but other Pokemon stuff as well. Recently, I played a video game called The Outer Worlds, which is an 18 rating. I prefer to keep my stuff that I put on YouTube and other places family friendly, if I'm honest. I've got a family and they all love using YouTube, and I really like to keep an eye on what they watch to make sure that it's appropriate for them and it's not going to upset or affect them or convince them that something's okay when it isn't. So I try to keep my stuff family friendly and all that stuff. Thanks, James. It was good. Hey, Eagle Warrior, welcome to the stream. Well, I'm glad that you're back, Owen. It's always nice for people to come back to Pokemon Go, start playing Pokemon Go, or just continue playing it. It's a fantastic community. I don't know whether you guys could see, so I've only got to tighten the camera, but look. That over there is my Pokemon Go community. Not everyone, obviously. Some people are not here. There are a lot of people not here. But there's enough people here to make me feel part of something. And that is what it's all about. At least for me. So we're going to be moving on, hopefully, to the next raid. I'm hoping at least to get to this raid. I still need prestige on that gym. The game is way better now, that's why. Way back in 2016, it was a very, very basic concept of a game. The basic mechanics were all you had. Walk along, throw Pokeballs at a Pokemon, and catch them. While we're waiting, sure you can. Obviously, you can see the Chimchars from today. I got a shiny Carvanha the other day, Snubbull. There's a lot of them. 376 of my 2,500 slots taken up by shinies. Some of them I've held off evolving. I've walked that shiny Bonsley that I've got, and I held it off just on the rare and off chance that there's an option to evolve it from shiny Bonsley to shiny Galarian Pseudo-Wudo, but I don't think that will happen. But I've got no chance if I've already evolved it. This here is my shiny collection. Whoops. Quite a lot of them. My first ever shiny Sableye. Halloween event 2017. And in the 2 years since, I've managed to amass a whole lot more. Let's just find out whether we're moving on. That's awesome. Are we doing some more, Joe?
Chronicle.
Next.
And then December.
Okay. I'm going to head over to the next raid area. It's awesome when you get stuff that you don't have, or stuff that I still get excited sometimes when I see rare stuff, even though I've had loads of it. Today on the stream earlier, there was a wild Arbok, which I was still quite excited about, like, getting. So, whoa, your first one was hatched, is that what you just said? A Lowland Sandshrew? That's wild. There are people who've been playing the game, like, for a long time that don't have that. I've got one, but I certainly don't have everything that you can hatch out of eggs. There's still loads that I don't have. Shiny check. Not a shiny. Nearly there, nearly at this next raid now. I am, I don't know, I think that I've fallen on the side of hashtag thank you Game Freak, really, rather than the other side. I really think that Game Freak are continuing to deliver a positive gaming experience, a positive, like, I don't know, veneer on their games. They're all bright, they're all youthful, they're all exciting. They present an exciting, like, they grasp hold of that thing that we all had when we were 12, like you, Owen, of the excitement of, like, you know, finding things and doing things, collecting things. And so I think I'm on that side of the fence. What have we got here? We certainly can be friends in Pokemon Go. Join my stream on Thursday evenings and you can get my friend code on there. Let's have a look. Let me find the right team here. This is the right team. You certainly can. I don't do any friend stuff on my streams when I'm raiding and all that stuff. I don't. It takes too long. I've got 200 friends. I have to figure out which ones I'm going to delete, which ones have not sent me any gifts in a long time, and so on and so forth, and I don't like spending all that time doing that. The focus is on what's happening in the game on these streams. It's just the way I do things. I used to do it, and I've learned that it takes too much focus away from the raids, etc. Too much focus on what's going on, like in the game and stuff. But on my Thursday night streams, it's a sit down and talk about Pokemon Go stream. I've got loads of time to be able to, like, drop a friend, choose the right friend to drop, and pick up new friends. That's awesome. I'm Team Valor, as you've probably seen. Valor for life, yo. I've got my Valor hat on. But, you know, one for all. The community wouldn't exist without multiple different teams. The way the game works is, you know, we've got to have different teams. You wouldn't get your free 50 coins every day without another team coming along and kicking you out of the gym. Oh my gosh. I can't seem to get a good IV one today. It's good that the rare candies are flowing. It really is. It's good that the weather boosts are continuing though. Well, thank you very much, Owen. That's a very nice thing to say. Everyone has their favourites. What's that? Can you see my... I don't know what that word means. She learned Pokemon. I don't think it is, James. I got one that was 3 rare candy, but it seems like I'm doing all right with the rare candy so far. Oh, you guys can send each other friend codes on my streams. No problem whatsoever. It's completely acceptable. Not great IVs. Not a shiny coughing. What have we got there? I'm gonna catch this. Drillbur, I need candy for this. I managed to go plus, not today, but recently, a 98% one of these. And Excadrill is an awesome Pokemon. It really is. And I'm getting enough candy now to max it out. So any Drillbur I see, I'm going to be catching. Oh, I'm sorry about that. If you're wanting to like see, I'm gonna guess, if you want to see my top Pokemon, they're my top Pokemon, right there. I'll scroll through a few of my top stuff. Most of the stuff that's near the top end is either for defending gyms or for raiding. Obviously, the stuff that's for PvP or taking down Team Gold Rockets tends to drop at a little bit lower CP. So that is literally just from playing the game from 2016. I understand that a lot of people who've not played for that long or are younger might not have stuff like that, but there are a lot of people around with really good stuff like that. It's just a matter of being able to play. A lot of my jobs involve travelling around, so while I'm working I have my Go Plus on in my pocket, buzzing away, collecting Stardust. Like I said, the 98% at Drillbur that I caught was on the Go Plus. I didn't catch it by hand, I caught it on the Go Plus. So that's an advantage right there. Who's my buddy? Currently, this Gibble. It's not a good IV one. I'm just going with it a little bit. I'm going to go with it until either I hatch or catch or whatever enough to be able to evolve a Garchomp and max a Garchomp out. Then I'm going to switch to getting ready for a Hydreigon. I've got the Pokemon sat there. I don't know how to say it. Dino. I've got him lined up, ready for the next lot. And I don't pay attention. It's the 5k ones. I just put it on and I leave it on and I don't pay any attention at all. I hope these guys are going to move on and do the next raid. I really do. I want to get more of these. I want to get a decent IV one because, like I said, I'm a bit of a fairy type fan. The fact that this is a fairy type, I really like it. That's right. I don't think it's the farthest I've gone. Where am I? Is it this one? Or is it this one? There we go. This Tyranitar, oh, it was a Larvitar way back when. That's the furthest I've ever walked a buddy. Right there, 1,724 kilometres. Like I say, I put them on and don't pay attention to them.
Number 7.
We've got a number 7 next. Cool. Legendaries, I could do that while we walk to the next raid. $452 of them. Lots and lots and lots and lots of Pokemon. By number. And there we go, guys. Lots and lots and lots of Pokemons. Some shinies, lots of not shinies. And Giratinas are here. Had a whole bunch of those. Cresselia and then Cobalion that has been in raids recently. This is a spawn you don't see very often. Mighty Enna. Gotcha. Shiny check these Pokemon, see if we can get some shinies on the stream. That's not even a Pokemon, that's a gym. Still need a shiny coffin as well, so that would have been good. It's like we go to this gym here first before we head down to these down here. We're going at a more sedate pace today. I think people I think once they've got one they've had enough. What was that? My favourite Pokemon, Jigglypuff. See you later. My favourite Pokemon is Jigglypuff, and that is all born from the anime TV show in the original series way back in the 90s. Jigglypuff would get angry when people fell asleep and get a marker pen out and draw on people's faces, and I always thought that was ace. That was amazing. That was the best. I really, really, really did love it. That's why it's my favourite. Other than that, other favourites include Gyarados, Rayquaza is probably my favourite legendary, although I do love Xerneas as well. There's a lot of Pokemon I like, guys, a whole lot. Fairy types, I really love Gardevoir. I think Gardevoir looks amazing. I like the new Galarian version of Ponyta and Rapidash. I think look amazing. Yeah, amazing stuff. Let's get in this raid. I did visit Germany 2 years ago. Not this year, because my partner Amanda was pregnant with our baby Benjamin, so we couldn't really fly. It would be difficult to travel. The event, the Go Fest event, dropped right around the time that she would have been giving birth. It just wasn't practical to do it. But the year before, we did go for the Safari Zone in Dortmund, and it's one of my favourite trips that I've ever made in real life. Ever. Just absolute amazing trip. The countryside was amazing. The people in Germany were friendly and happy and welcoming. There were people driving around the city with their windows down playing the Pokemon theme. It was amazing. I've still got friends in Pokemon Go from Germany. I can't wait to travel again this coming year. Really, really hoping, fingers crossed, mega fingers crossed, we're going to do Dortmund if it's in Dortmund again, and Chicago if it's in Chicago. No promises, but that's what we want to do. Want to go there. I just can't wait to go back to those huge events. The vibe was insanely good. So great. Let's do this. Well, I can see Aggron's in there. I suppose it's kind of acceptable. Steel types are going to be super effective here against the fairy typing. The group's dwindling a bit. What was that, James? Let's have a look. Opposite Chicago next year, but I feel it's going to be somewhere else. Yeah. I do get the feeling that they're going to have to start moving it. I mean, towards the end of the event season last year, they asked, didn't they? They asked for people to send recommendations about where to go. There was a huge push to get one here in the UK, in Blackpool, England. And it is actually being looked at. It's got the support of the town council and everything. So, obviously, if that happens, we'll definitely be going to that. Let's have a look at this. $15.81. Ooh, 6 rare candies. Really, really quite poor IVs throughout though, guys. I do love how this Pokemon looks though. That is awesome. It's very, that was a terrible throw, very industrial Britain. Very industrial Britain. In it goes. Bad IVs again. So hopefully, if there's one in Blackpool and there's another one on mainland Europe, which we'll try and get to, and if it's possible, we will try and get to the one in America. I mean, we want to get outside of Europe a bit as well to play Pokemon Go. I really, really, really would like that. Right. Let's get things healed up. Looks like we are heading to do some more.
Tetris Boy.
Tetris Boy, yeah. That's not a surprise that my item bag's full. 29 over. Let's have a look at the rare candy count. 36 rare candy. That's not bad from the amount of raids that I've been doing. Not bad at all. It'll certainly make a dent in the rage ice that I've been working on. I've been working on a rage ice for the team Go Rocket Leader battles. With the new lock-on move, generates energy so quickly that a single bar charge move becomes viable. And it's got access to some pretty hot moves, to be honest. Shiny check. Let's do some shiny checking while we're on the move. I still maintain, guys, that it's going to happen on one of these streams. It's happened before and it will happen again. There will be a non-community day, non-raid hour, non-raid day, non-whatever shiny. It will happen. Let's have a look. Whoops. Oh my gosh. The Weezings. Look at the IVs. Look at the CPs. They have all been consistently terrible. It's unreal how bad they've been. That's terrible luck. Not a shiny. Not a shiny Eevee. What we got here? How many shiny Chimchar? I got 10. One of them isn't a Chimchar anymore. It's evolved up. So 9 currently. I used to, on Community Day, I used to play quite heavily all the way through. I used to concentrate and focus, and I still would on a Community Day where, say, it was a Pokemon where I had a low candy count and I might want multiple evolved and maxed out versions of that Pokemon. For example, a Gibble Community Day, I would put my head down, use peanut berries, collect as many candy as possible, etc, etc. But on these, I've still got 1,000 Chimchar candies. 10 shiny Chimchar is enough. If I need to trade anybody to any friends, 10 will be enough. And they don't sit there in my bag eating up bag space. Another shiny Barboach. So on my evolved, I could show you the one that I evolved, this shiny Infernape here. Suppose I did evolve another Infernape, a regular one, but talking on my phone. Nine's pretty good. Nine's pretty good. Here we are at the raid. I'm not going to use my pass until I see people going in, because I'm on green raid passes, premium raid passes that I've paid for. I mean, the guys are here. It will get done. But I'm not going in. There you go, people are going in now. What did you say? 13, that's pretty good. I'm not sure what you mean, Void Network. Eves, do you mean like all my evolved Pokemon? I'm sure there's a command for that into the search bar, but I don't know what it is. Every evolved form of Eve, of like Eevee, do you mean? There is a command for that because I've used it, but I don't remember what it is. if anybody could drop the command of that in the chat, I will happily do that right after this raid. No problem. No problem at all. I do have all of them. I did have a shiny version of all of them. But recently except Sylveon, obviously, because that's not out. But I did trade away my Community Day shiny Umbreon. Because it's great for PvP, and a friend of mine who loves PvP wanted Last Resort on an Umbreon for the Great League, so I let him have that one. I did indeed, I let him have that one. Where the numbers are dwindling now. We're down to just 5. Down to just 5. Okay, White Blingin, good luck. Hope you get many shinies and some great IV ones. Have fun out there, mate.
For the second time, he forgot his Pringles in my bag.
Mewtwo, another favourite Pokemon. They really nailed it with the design for Mewtwo way back in the day. This Pokemon looks insane. It's got like an alien vibe to it, like it's from another planet. It really does fit a vibe of like built in a factory type vibe, like built in a lab. I love it. It looks fantastic. Weezing used sludge. I'm really hoping that next month's community weekend, because it's December one, so it's multiple days, that they allow you to evolve for every community day move that they've ever done, but only have the spawns from the last year. I've got 3 98% Beldums that I've hatched in the last year, sat waiting to be evolved, and I'm not doing it unless they can have Meteor Mash. Just not doing it. I'll leave them until that becomes possible in the game. Rightio. There we go. Come on, give me a good IV one this time. Here we go, guys. Really, really terrible. It does seem like 6 rare candy is incredibly commonplace amongst the rewards for this Pokemon. Let's get this thing caught. It looks like, with the time, guys, 4 minutes left, that this is going to be the last raid and the last little bit of this stream today. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you watched the Community Day stream too, I'm happy that you came back and watched both streams. I know it's pretty hardcore watching multiple streams in a day. Great throw. This is the hardest one to catch so far. Every other one has gone straight in, but not this one. Great throw. Come on. Get in the bag. There we go. I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next stream or video. See you guys later.